not that serious, not that serious. Magic, that's what we look for, that's what we come for. Magic, that's what we look for, that's what we come for. We're paper screamy, set and scene with the best, yes, queen. We're paper screamy, set and scene with the best, yes, queen. We're paper screamy, set and scene with the best, yes, queen. We're paper screamy, set and scene with the best, yes, queen. We're paper screamy, set and scene with the best, yes, queen. We're paper screamy, set and scene with the best, yes, queen.
Welcome back, Screeners, to another episode. I'm Brittany.
And I'm Ricky.
And we are
Paper Screen.
So, Ricky, what's new?
Well, this was like a while back. I guess I could talk about this, but I had my film screening.
Yeah.
That was like a while ago, but it was for my new short film, There's Something in My Eye. It was really fun. A lot of people showed up, which was a surprise because there was some complications and I don't even want to get into it. Let's just say the LA fires kind of like postponed a lot of shit and affected my screening. So yeah, but it was fun. I'm glad that I did it because I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to have a screening because I was kind of like insecure about the project, but people liked it. I screened all of my short films.
Oh, that's cool.
So it was like not just the one, but all of them.
An evening with Ricky.
Basically. And I had it on the day of the Oscars. So
That's right.
I know, such a slay.
It's so funny. I didn't make it. I was putting my cat down.
It was so sad.
No, it was horrible time. I was like, it was horrible timing because then I was like, fuck, But
yeah, did it happen the day of? I forgot.
Like, so my eldest cat Moose, she turned 18 in February, but she had thrown up the night before a lot, which is not normal for her. And then she just was acting really weird because your screening was on Sunday. So I think like me and my partner were talking about her. I'm like, is she acting different at all? Like, I don't know. I mean, she's been like sleeping all day and I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, oh, Moosey, feeling better? And I like pet her cheek. And usually, like, if you interact with her, she'll be fine. Like, she'll either, like, come sit with you or she'll get up and be like, hey, are you going to feed me? But instead, she came out of her little bed and went and, like, laid somewhere alone, like, really weird. And I'm like, when cats do that, it's, like, usually a sign that they're dying or something.
Yeah.
So I was like, what is she doing? And I'm like, all right, let's take her to the hospital. Let's just take her just in case, like, just to be safe. Long story short, I take her. And so I think we got there at like 10 or 11. And your showing was at like,
it was like 3.
3. Yeah. Because in my head, I was like, we'll probably be back by then. Because it can usually take a couple hours at the vet. But instead, the vet is like, talks to us and she's like, well, her body's in shock, it's shutting down. And so it was just like, oh.
Yeah.
And so it was like we could sit there and watch her die or like put her out of her misery. So
oh my God.
I know, it was horrible. I mean, we knew it was going to come because she was 18. Uh-huh. But it was, it was funny. He had a dream about her last night. Like a dream that he went to the living room. She was on the couch and he was like petting her. And then he woke up and he was like, oh no, you're not here. I know.
Why is this related to our topic today?
Oh
my God.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Whatever. Anyway. Yeah. And
so sad. I'm sorry.
It's totally fine. It's part of life.
It is. But anything else new with you?
I'm in school.
Yeah.
I'm in school and I was just telling Ricky off air. I got an award at school. So the class was, I think it was the class that's like or something ambiguity, but it was like a project where you have to like it's like self-marketing. So you had to make like a brand. It's not a resume, portfolio, but not like a portfolio, more like I don't know. I'd have to show you for you to get it, but I made that. And then I had to like explain my choices for it. And I don't know, I got an award for it. Like
a physical award?
Like a certificate.
Oh, okay. Cute. You're going to print it out and like frame it.
I should. I don't know. I was like, oh, they probably just give this to everyone. But then I checked on Reddit and they don't. They were like, it seems like some people just get them and some people like don't.
Yeah.
It's like, it said it's less than, I think, 1.5% of students. But I was like, I'm in my career, so I think that's the only reason I did a good job with it.
Yeah.
Because I like we are professionals, and I'm getting my communications degree, bachelor's in science. So like a lot of the classes I'm doing and stuff, it's like things I know or like I know about, but now I'm like more like formalizing like what I know about it.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting.
Are you doing any like instructional design?
No.
That's like something I did go to school for or started going to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was doing communications and then I dropped out.
Wow.
Because I was already in the like working in the field. I was like, oh, what's the point of having a degree?
When was this?
This was when I was in Minneapolis. I was working for Adam.
Oh, wow. Where were you going?
I went to, was it Metropolitan State?
Oh, yeah, Metro State.
Yeah.
Portugal went there.
I did not like that school. I did not like that school. Every time I went there, it was like really weird energy.
Really?
It was always dead. I was like, this is not MCTC.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's not the vibe.
Yeah, we were kind of spoiled. We had like a pretty fun college experience.
Yeah, I still lived that university life because I lived by U of M.
Mm-hmm.
So frat rows literally just down the block, and I would go party.
Mm-hmm.
And like even in my apartment building was like full of college students having parties.
Yeah, I remember going to one of your.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That was out of college though. That was the compound.
Whatever. Oh, that's the compound. Oh my God. Ricky's cult days. I was gonna say, so I always wanted to go to school and like have like my bachelor's and all that, but like no money.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, and it was like around the time we graduated, there was like a big recession, and so it was like not only do we not have money, but like our news and everything was basically saying like if you have debt, you're fucked. Like you don't want to have debt. You know what I mean? So it was like, well, I'm especially not gonna, because I actually came out to LA when I was 18 to look at the Los Angeles film school.
Oh.
And they were like, I toured the school and everything. It was really cool. But it was gonna be like, I think that it's like a 1 or 2 year program. It's like over 30 grand. I don't know how much it is now, but years ago when I looked, it was over 30 grand. And they strongly encourage students not to work. So I would have had to have taken out loans to live.
Oh God.
And luckily I was raised to be very aware of like money, to know it's, it doesn't fall from the tree. So yeah, I didn't. But anyway, I'm doing it now because I can do it for pretty cheap online.
That's good. Yeah.
Online school. But I'm doing it because I'm learning that a lot of businesses and stuff are kind of like faulting back to caring about degrees and stuff like they used to. So I'm like, I can do it. I can like financially do it. I can mentally do it. I'm just going to do it. And my plan is to be done by the fall.
Yeah, I'm just going to lie in my resume. I have a bachelor's degree.
Oh my God.
I went to UCLA.
So, Jordan got a new job.
Yeah.
They check.
Oh, shit.
They check. Yeah. So some places do check. Yeah. I know. Because I would have done that too. That's what I was thinking. But then I was like.
But then they're going to look at the school that you went to and be like, what is that? It's not Harvard.
Not. I mean, I'm doing the same thing Jordan did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah. That's the thing. Like every job that I'm like applying for, it says like bachelor's degree or something equivalent.
Right. And you should have the equivalent because you have an associate's and all that. And then you have like 10 years of working experience.
Which is not enough. I might as well put bachelor's degree.
It really is someone because at like the company I work for now, it's like whenever we're hiring someone, we're like, does anyone know anyone?
Yep. Anyways, that's the tea. What movie are we talking about today?
So today we're talking about a spellbinding twist. No, just kidding.
I would say a sleeper.
A sleeper. So we're talking about Steven Soderbergh's winter, not blockbuster, but Presents.
So he had 2 movies come out this year.
Oh, what was the other one?
Black Bag.
Oh.
Did you see that?
Oh, no, I didn't, but I heard it was really good.
Yeah.
Did you see
It
it?
looked like it takes place in the same universe because the font is very
Oh, funny.
similar to Presents. I'm like, oh, he must like really like that font.
Dude. Okay, so Presents.
So Presents, for those who don't know about this film, it's about a family. They move into this new home.
Mm-hmm. Gorgeous home.
It's a gorgeous home, but it's like there's something about the home. It's like very Midwest.
Oh.
It gives me Midwest. It's not a California house, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely not a California house.
But yeah, they move into this home, and one of the kids, this girl, she starts to feel a presence. And the unique thing about this film is that it's not like highly produced. It was really made for cheap.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's impressive for someone who has like long list of films made. But I think that's like a Steven Soderbergh thing. It's like he's always like focusing on story versus like the production value.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So the budget for this, $2 million.
Probably just to pay for the cast.
Yeah.
Because Lucy Liu's in this, and then everyone else I didn't know.
And then
Julia Fox.
Miss Julia Fox, hello.
Which I loved her little scene, and also like the marketing of this movie.
Yeah, that was funny. The marketing was funny because it's so out of place for the movie.
Yeah.
The marketing we're talking about is like the realtor signs of like Julia Fox on it.
Yeah. That's so funny.
It made $10 million. It's probably gonna make more, but that's good.
Yeah, at least it made its money back. Like, I did not hear a lot of people talk about this movie though. So that's why I'm saying it's a sleeper, because I feel like January is not a good time for movies. Wolfman came out the week before that.
Right.
It was the movie that everyone was going to see because there was nothing else out.
Right. So $2 million to make Presents. So it only took 11 days to shoot.
Oh.
And they shot it inside a house in New Jersey.
A vacant house?
I don't know.
Or was it already furnished? Can you imagine? They just got an Airbnb.
That would be so funny. You're like the owner and you're like watching and you're like, wait a minute.
Wait, isn't that Lucy Liu? She's in my house.
So production. So it was shot during the SAG strike.
Oh.
Under an interim agreement with Soderbergh, using a single camera and no edits for each scene, contributing to the low budget. It's kind of interesting.
Oh, yeah. Was this film supposed to be like in one take? I don't remember.
No, because there's like, remember it like will go to black screen.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's like, I'm like, the ghost is sleeping.
Is that what it's doing?
I don't know. Yeah, that's just how I took it. Because it'd also be like, okay, black screen.
Like closing eyes for like, that would be cool if you like saw like, eyelids.
That would have been cool. It does it one of the times the girl has a boy in her bed.
Oh, yeah.
Like it kind of looks and it's like.
Oh, and just FYI, this movie is like in the POV of the ghost.
Right.
Which is like the unique part of the movie.
Yeah. Like you never really see that.
Yeah.
Never been done before.
Never been done before.
Yeah. And you don't really know a whole lot. It's just like this family. It's like the golden boy and then his sister. And she's like really depressed. And you find out like all her friends are dead or like her best friend's dead or something. Because they like OD'd. And the family like moved to the neighborhood because the school district. I think that's what Lucy Liu says. Like he's got to go to this school. Like this is why we moved here. And then,
yeah, that's right, because he's like athletic.
Yeah. And then the mom like did something unethical and we like don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's like not explained because like she's being so sus about it, especially to the husband.
Yeah, and he knows enough to where he like makes like a secret phone call at some point and he's like, if my wife is doing something illegal, like can I be implicated or like how does that?
Yeah.
Because he's like, I'm gonna divorce this bitch. I'm not going to prison. The only thing I could think of was maybe it was like a weird thing where like, you know, like affluent families like paying for their kids to go to certain schools. I don't know if it was like maybe something
Kind of
like
like
that.
Felicity Huffman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if like it was something like in that vein, but then he's in high school and they never talk about college. So I'm like, it can't be that. Who knows?
Yeah. I was like, oh, she's cheating on him. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Because they weren't like a happy couple.
Right. Yeah. Was she kind of flirty with her boss?
You know what? Not to her boss, but I feel like to her son. It was literally like grooming.
Yeah, it was gross. She was like kind of like sloshed, and she's like, honey, when I got pregnant with you, I was like, oh my God, I fucking love this kid. And she's like, there's such a connection. It's like, but it's just me and you. Like, I love your sister, whatever. But like, It's me and you. I'm like obsessed with you. We're like so connected. And he's like, okay, mom.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Yeah. I think that made everyone really uncomfortable.
I'm like, what is the situation here? Like, blink twice if you need help, child.
Well, and I'm like, what about him, bitch? Like, what?
She's like thirsting over her own son.
Yeah. It's really sad.
It is.
And then the dad is like the nice guy.
Yeah.
He's like so nice. I'm like, I don't know who this actor is, but like, good job.
I've seen him and stuff.
Oh, you have?
Yeah. And he plays like comedic most of the time.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
I could see that.
But yeah, I always thought the whole plot was so weird. Because she
Yeah.
would be like she would always like help the boy. But then like every time the girl was in the room, it'd be like dead silence. It's like she didn't know how to talk to her.
Yeah. So she just ignored her. And like the whole thing of the daughter was just like her best friend or two of her best friends died at a party.
Yeah.
From supposedly drugs.
Yeah.
And naturally, she'd be depressed. But yeah, the mom's just kind of like, whatever, bitch.
Honestly, I didn't know what happened to them until they explain it like later. But I always thought it was like suicide.
Yeah, I think I initially thought that. But then someone says something about you're like druggy or like OD. Like someone brings up the drugs. And because her whole thing is like.
Is it the brother?
He might have, yeah. But because I think her whole thing was like, that's not like. They wouldn't have done that. It doesn't make any sense.
Right. And the whole time, like, we're thinking, like, oh, it's like the ghost of the.
Right. Yeah. The whole time it's like, oh, your friend's here, dude. She somehow figured out where you guys
moved. She's like
Casper. Yeah.
Checking up on her BFF.
She's trying to hang out. She wants you to get a good grade on your homework. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure we like find out. That's like supposedly like the friend was like at a party and like died. And then in the movie we actually find out, you know, when the climax happens, what really happened. And you're like, oh. Yeah.
So the brother has this friend who was like weird to begin with. Because I was like, this is kind of unrealistic. This athletic guy is hanging out with this weird, like...
I think they were both supposed to be on the team together.
There was something off about that one.
I was going to say, well, he does that weird thing where he like gives like a monologue. And I'm like, what is this kid doing right now?
Wait, what monologue?
Remember, he's like, I don't know. He's like talking about like, I never have control. Like, I don't know. Do you know what I'm
was he
talking
talking
about?
to the
He's talking
sister?
to the girl.
Yeah.
It literally, I'm like, is he doing a monologue like from like a play? Because it's like this long... weird thing.
Oh, I forgot to mention. I was gonna say that scene where the ghost is like putting away her books and stuff. I was like, oh, that's so nice. Her best friend is like putting her books away for her.
Aww.
And then we realized it's not the BFF, which was like such a shock.
The brother?
Yeah, because he was such an asshole to her. I just like don't.
He feels bad. He feels guilty.
So maybe is he in his like own version of limbo?
Probably.
Like he's like reliving this like every day.
Well, I don't know about that, but like time's not linear. We know that. And I think he feels really guilty because like, you know, he's dead because he brought that kid over. That kid killed her friends. That kid was going to rape her.
Yeah. And they both, that ending. We're just like jumping around here. Time is not linear.
Yeah, like really tragic.
Yeah, they both go out the window, which is where the film starts, is the window. Because we see them arrive or hear them. And we are always seeing like out that window too. So there's like a significance. Okay, the part when the psychic shows up.
She's awesome.
I was like not a fan.
Why?
Because she was like, I don't know. Well, first I was like, who the fuck is this actor? And two, I'm like, I don't believe her. Like, she's just saying like very generic stuff.
It was kind of confusing, like when her husband's like, hey, like when she does this, she can't like work for a few days because she's like, and the dad's
Right.
like, oh, right. And gives him money. I was like, man, a little weird.
Yeah, because she's just like some lady that she works like a day job, but like she comes over on her lunch break or something. And she's like, hey, heard you had some spirits. This is like my side hustle. So my Venmo is. That's all I remember of that character. And then we like literally never see her again.
She comes by and she's like, I need to tell you something. The window. They're like, get out of our yard, thief.
Oh. We already paid you.
So good.
Okay, Lucy Liu. Welcome back. It's like I haven't seen her in a movie in a long time. And like all of a sudden, like you're in this like supernatural horror. I wouldn't even call it a horror movie. It's like drama, like a soap opera. But
I
it was
mean,
like
is The Others considered a horror movie or a drama?
a thriller.
Mm.
I would consider this a thriller drama.
Okay. You know what this really reminds me of is like a video game. There's a lot of games like this.
Where it's like POV.
Yeah, and like you're in a house.
It's very interactive. You have to click on something and it like tells you the story.
Yeah.
So when the screen goes black, that's like when you're on pause. The game is pausing, you guys. Next chapter.
I like their house.
I was gonna say their house was like really nice,
Mm-hmm.
but I kept getting confused at some points because they would like change the chandelier.
Oh.
And I was like, wait, did they change the chandelier? Did they like update the home?
They probably did. Doesn't she maybe say something about like we're gonna have to do some remodeling? Like it's a good house.
Probably.
But yeah.
It just needs to fit my taste. And then she'll like go to the boy. How are you doing, son? Do you need some milk? No, seriously. She would like,
Mom, I'm thirsty, Mama.
yeah, she would literally, I swear there was like a milk scene. Or
That
like she
sounds
was like
right.
giving him like some sort of juice.
I think I know what you're talking about, yeah. She's like, how was practice?
Yeah. Do you remember when she was like trying to get the tea from like their son? Because they were like gossiping about something. And she was like, oh my God, that's
That girl?
so funny. Yeah, I think so. Not about, I don't know if it was about that specific girl.
But he had that picture on his phone.
Yeah. And they did some sort of prank or some shit.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh my God, that's so funny. It's like she was like trying to
Yeah.
connect. It was
And the
weird.
daughter's like, it's on his phone. And they're like, what is that doing on your phone? He's like, I didn't do it. I don't know. And then the ghost like starts flipping out in his bedroom.
Oh yeah. I forgot the ghost was just like having a spasm. And it would be like the room shaking and like the lights flickering, which I liked
Mm-hmm.
how they did that.
Yeah. I liked how it woke him up too. The
Oh yeah. That was very gamifying.
Yeah.
It's like the sensor from the game control
Yeah.
when it vibrates.
I haven't watched The Others in like years.
I could probably quote that movie.
It's a good movie.
Yeah. But yeah, there's like a lot of comparisons to The Others in this because it's focused on a family.
Mm-hmm.
The topic, plot twists wise, the ending of the movie is revealed that like the boy is the ghost or the brother because he's the one that saves his sister from getting raped and all that. And it turns out like his friend was the one that was like drugging those two girls to death. And I'm like, why are you doing this? Like, why was he?
I don't know. Why do people kill? You know?
And that's why I'm like, why is the brother hanging out with this kid? Because that's what he was giving. serial killer vibes.
He didn't give me that vibe. He gave me creepy, like annoying, gross guy, but more like a jock.
Date rape.
Date rapey, sure. He gave that vibe. And it's so weird. He pulls out the weirdest looking cellophane wrap. Remember? I was like, what is that, kaleidoscope? Like, what is he, And because he's so weird, and he had given that whole like weird monologue I was like, is he like reciting a book he read in class? Because it was like, I swear it was like very angsty, and it was something about like, I never have a say. I never get to choose. Like, it was something weird and annoying. And he kind of, blah, 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 and the girl's just like, cool. Anyway, so then what he does is like, he drugs the girls and then carefully like suffocates them with cellophane. And that way it's like, you can't really like, you're like, okay, yeah, they fucking did drugs and died, like they're not going to be able to trace. I mean, maybe they could, but, and actually there's an earlier scene in the movie where he tries to do it because he puts stuff in her cup.
Oh yeah.
And the ghost knows. And so the ghost like shakes the thing or does something. And then the kid goes in the bathroom and like washes the cup out really well.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because she almost drinks it, right?
She almost drank it.
God.
But her brother was like, what did you put in that?
Wait, was it like right at the bed? Like when the ghost was like, boom.
Yeah.
I feel like he was just mad because he wasn't getting his way. I think that's what it was. He's like, this girl doesn't want me, so I'm gonna fucking kill her. I think that's what happened to the other girls too. It's part of it. Part of it is control, but the fact that he can't control them because she didn't want to.
But they did have sex.
Oh, they actually went through with it
at some point. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Do you remember the scene with the painters?
Yeah, at the beginning.
I thought that was funny because
that was funny. He's like, I'm not painting in here.
Yeah, like, the guy's like,
It was a black guy, right?
Yeah,
that was so funny. And the other guy's like, what's the deal? And they're like, I don't know. He doesn't want to paint in here. They're like, okay.
I thought the ghost was like kind of malicious or going to be because like I literally thought like someone died in that room and like yeah, I thought that was the whole plot of the movie. So like kind of like a ghost story.
Oh yeah,
that's what it kind of reminded me of too.
It did kind of remind me of a ghost story now that you say that. Yeah, very similar. I liked a ghost story, but it is, it's kind of like, I don't know. Very depressing. And like not a movie, like what's the plot? I'm like, oh, this guy dies and then he's like a ghost, but like doesn't totally remember who he is.
Yes,
like,
it's Casey Affleck.
Yep.
Under a sheet.
Yeah. And whatever Rooney Mara's the wife, right? Kate Mara, Rooney Mara. She's like really bummed out and then she like moves away and then he's just there and he like looks out the window and he sees another ghost and he's like, hey. And he's like, hey. And he's like, who are you waiting for? And he's like, I don't remember. And he's like, I don't remember either. And then like the house gets like bulldozed. Like it's and like that, like
there's like a new house being built.
Yeah. And there's like a woman moves in with her 2 kids and they're like, this shit's haunted. And he's like, get out of my house.
I need to watch this movie again because I forgot about all of that.
Yeah. And like I might be wrong, but I feel like he like leaves the house and like goes to a school or something. I might be making that up though, or mixing it up with something.
I feel
else.
like he wasn't able to leave the house.
Yeah, he probably wasn't. I must
because like I remember
there's a shot in Hereditary that I feel like there's the same shot in Ghost, and so that makes me think that like he had to have left. But I'm probably just making that up.
Okay, but okay, I think I remember in Ghost story the whole point it was like him to find that thing that was in the wall, and then
what was in the wall?
It was something that Rooney Mara like left for him.
Oh yeah, was it like it was like a note.
Yeah, and that was the ending of the movie is like he like evaporates.
Yeah, it was like him needing closure. Like he was ready.
He like
to leave.
disappears.
Yeah, and that was like the cute part of the movie is like it's literally a sheet with 2 eyes cut out.
So artsy.
Yeah, so artsy.
Was that A24?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was because like a year or 2 ago, A24 gave all the members free tickets to Valentine's Day movies, and that was the one I was going to go to, and then we decided not to go.
That's a movie you can watch at home.
Yeah, well,
not gonna lie, I was like pausing.
I know,
bathroom break, and it's 2 hours long.
It is.
No.
Yeah, I watched it at home when I finally did give it a watch. But yeah, I was like, I don't need to go to the movie theater. It's just like I get these free movie tickets and then I literally never use them. I get every time a A24 movie comes out, I get I got a ticket for the Ocha, the cute monkey thing.
Oh, Legend of Ocho.
But I didn't go. I went to Until Dawn.
I'm gonna go see that movie. I'm gonna like it.
Until Dawn.
Yeah,
It's fun. It honestly, it's fun. Like
Okay.
for a body horror, it's fun.
Yeah, it looks like it's just like everything,
Yeah.
every horror genre
Yep.
in one movie. Should we talk about the others though? I just want to talk about Nicole Kidman.
Okay, Nicole Kidman.
It's your time to shine.
It's such a shame because she was really gorgeous in the others, and now she's like really scary looking with peace and love.
Right. Well, in the others, they're all dead.
Right. But they don't know they're dead.
Right. Like we didn't know the ghost was the brother in this movie.
Wait, is Nicole Kidman dead?
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah. She killed her kids. That's like the dark part.
She drowned them in the bathtub
Suffocated them with a pillow.
because she was sad her husband was at war for so long.
Yeah. And yeah, she was like emo.
Yeah.
She was like, she went mad.
Because there's a whole thing like where at some point like the husband comes.
Yeah. And I'm like, damn, you wandered from war the whole time
Right.
trying to find your way back home. Because he was dead too.
That's right.
And then he like disappeared, kind of like Ghost.
Yeah.
He was like, I completed my unfinished business. Poof.
I just want to get laid.
He literally came home, did his thing with Nicole, and then the next morning he was gone.
Yeah.
Which, as a kid watching that, I was like, why did he leave?
Yeah.
And
I didn't get it either.
Yeah, but I understood like the ending, like she's dead and so are the kids.
Yeah.
But I was like, wait, how did the dad see them?
Mommy. Oh yeah,
But
I forgot
there's-
these kids. They look like
But at
ghosts.
some point, I think they explain like, yeah, your father died in the war.
Yeah, I think she maybe gets a telegram or somehow she finds out he's dead and she's like, off with their heads, and everyone dies.
Oh,
Like she's like devastated, heartbroken. And then when he comes
oh yeah, that's right. Because he shows up and she's like, they told me that you were dead.
Yeah.
So tragic.
I want to watch that movie again.
I know. Same. But Presents, there was nothing scary about this.
No.
It was very lo-fi.
Yeah. When the mom sees the boy in the mirror before they leave and she screams. That was like so emotional.
Yeah. Well, doesn't the psychic lady see him in the reflection of the mirror too?
She looks in the mirror and then like looks at him and because he's looking at her and he's standing over here. But we don't know what, like she doesn't say, I see this boy. She just like, knows the presence is there.
Oh, doesn't she say something about mirrors?
Yeah. So it's the old nitrate something mirrors. They don't make them anymore, but they like absorb. I don't know if they explain this, but those types of mirrors absorb light. So people thought they were haunted and stuff.
Fun fact.
Mm.
The font is a reference to Poltergeist.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fun. I
Yeah.
love that.
So I was like, oh, that's very fitting. I noticed that the whole movie. I was like, and now he's like obsessed with it because like Black Bag used the same font, which I'm like, why?
Yeah, that is really weird.
Yeah. Final thoughts?
Final thoughts. It's good. I think it's like a movie you can just like watch. It's definitely not like a grab the whole family and watch kind of movie, just because it's pretty like slow and artistic. But it's good. I liked it.
Same. I liked it. I think I expected something a little bit more, but
Mhm.
overall, I thought it was like, it just like made me feel like, made me think during the movie about like life
Mm.
as a ghost. So that was my vibe during the movie. I was like, I am the ghost in the movie. Oh, by the way, I was like feeling sick because
really?
because it started to remind me of like found footage where it's like kind of shaky camera work, but not really. But maybe it's because I was sitting like third row to the screen. So it was like really up in my face. Yeah, I give this movie 3 onions.
Okay.
Wait, 3.5.
I think I'll give it 3.
Well, that's the end of this episode. Let us know what you think of Presents. Brittany, where can we find you?
You can find me at humble_books_review.
And you can find me on Instagram at somecallme_Ricky. And if you liked this episode, you can find us on Instagram and YouTube at Paper Screen Podcast. So smash that like button, hit us up, let us know what you think. Until next time.
Bye.
Let's just clean. Wallpaper screen.